Hi everyone, and welcome to today's energizing morning flow. So we're going to keep it short, we're going to keep it snappy, but we're going to wake up by the time that this is over. So if you're just getting out of bed, come and join me on your mat with all the props that you need and we'll get going. Okay, so coming to stand at the top of your mat, finding your mountain pose. Let's roll our shoulders up towards our ears and allow them to soften back down towards the spine. And we're just going to start to drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. You can bring your right hand just on top of your temple towards that left ear. Keep working the left hand down towards the floor. Separate the fingers and energize them downwards. And just find that lovely opening neck stretch on that one side of the body. So I'll just turn to you so you can see what it looks like from over here. So if you've slept in any weird positions or anything like that, it could feel super nice just to ease into this space. Let's go for one more breath. Take an inhale here. And exhale. Lovely, everyone. Take an inhale, come through center. And we're going to take it over to the other side. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Bring the left hand up and over. And just grounding it on top of that right temple or on top of the right ear. And energize the right hand down towards the floor. Think about dropping the right shoulder away from the right ear. 2 full breaths. Final breath. And exhale, slowly release through center. Nice, everyone. If you want to take just a few circles one way and then the other, feel free to do so. And from here, we're going to find our Urdhva Hastasana. Start to lift your prayer towards the sky. Lift your gaze with it. And then start to peel the heels away from the floor. Rise onto the balls of the feet. Think about tucking the tailbone in, squeezing the glutes. Think about working the triceps behind the ears. As you exhale here, we're going to think about making a flat back towards the floor. So thinking about a tabletop spine here. Energize the fingers forward for a breath. Take an inhale. And then exhale, release the torso down towards the thighs, maybe keeping the heels lifted here. There can also be blocks underneath the feet. Drop down towards the heels, take a halfway lift, inhale. And forward fold, exhale. Let's take Utkatasana chair pose. Bend the knees, lift the arms. Find length through the spine, inhale. And exhale. Drop the right hand down towards the floor. Find a side stretch in your Utkatasana. So you might choose to keep it there, or you might even cross it over towards the left thigh. And then start to use the resistance in that right hand to find a lovely side stretch through the left side body. Final breath, inhale. And exhale. Come through center, take an inhale. And exhale, send it back to your warrior 3. This time the fingers face towards the back of the space. Keep reaching the heart forward, engage through that left glute. Take a breath here, roll the shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, drop the left toes down towards the floor. Let's rise for a warrior 1, ground into that left heel. Sweep the arms up and alongside the ears, inhale. Open up for warrior 2, exhale. Let's hold it here, so really relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. A nice sense of buoyancy and strength into the arms. And think about working the pinkies away from one another here. Keeping the bend into the front knee, take an inhale. And press into the outer edge of the back foot as you exhale. Take an inhale, come back up through your high lunge, peel the back heel away from the floor. Exhale, cactus the arms, hover the left knee off the floor. Take an inhale to rise, and exhale, plant the hands around the side of the foot. Take it back to your high plank and drop down to the knees, the chest, the chin, all the way towards the floor. Take a cobra inhale, press into the hands, wrap the elbows towards the waist, and keep moving the heart forward, pressing the toes in towards the floor. Tuck the toes, take child's pose, sit bones back towards the heels. And come back here anytime you need throughout your practice today, or anywhere that feels comfortable in your body. Okay, let's make our way forward. Make a high plank and a chaturanga. Exhale, perhaps this time you hover at the elbows. Take a cobra and upward facing dog, lift the gaze. Downward facing dog is your exhale. Okay, lift the heels, take a few steps to arrive at the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward, forward fold, exhale. Utkatasana, chair pose, bend the knees and lift the arms. And as you exhale here, drop the left hand towards the floor. So finding your side stretch again. Maybe you cross the left hand over towards the right thigh. A little bit of helpful resistance there. And then start to find the space through the right side body. Final breath. And exhale. Lovely, everyone. Come through center, inhale, chair pose. Make warrior 3, exhale, fingers towards the back of the space. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together here. Really broaden through the front body. Lovely. And just notice that bottom foot really waking up in order to do so. Final breath. Exhale, drop the right foot down towards the floor. Arrive in your warrior 1, Virabhadrasana A. Start to lift the arms, take an inhale. And exhale, make warrior 2. Okay, we're here to hold. So just facing the palms down towards the ground. And just check that that knee isn't really overstretched past the foot, but there's a really lovely amount of resistance going in here, maybe roughly a 90-degree angle at the knee. Final breath. And exhale. Next, inhale, pivot onto the back toes, high lunge, inhale. Cactus the arms and hover the back knee, exhale. All rise, take an inhale, find length, and frame the front foot, step back, high plank. Exhale all the way down towards the floor this time. Reaching the fingers towards the hips, maybe floating the toes here for Shalabhasana. So you can always keep the toes down, you can keep the fingers grounded and roll the shoulders back, or you can float them all. Let's go for 2 more breaths. Exhale. Final breath. And exhale. Hands come to the sides of the ribs, press it up, high plank, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Okay, everyone, let's lift the right leg to the sky, 3-leg dog. Bend the knee and open the hip. Re-extend the leg, inhale. Step it in between the hands, exhale. Make a standing split, inhale. The blocks can always be under the hands here for some extra height. And fold towards the right shin. Let's go for 1 more breath. Next, inhale, make a halfway lift. Exhale, drop the left knee behind the right foot. So we're coming into a seated twist. The right foot crosses over the right thigh. Left thigh, sorry. Start to lift the right hand up towards the sky and open the chest towards the right. Taking your seated twist here, so you can always squeeze that knee in towards the midline. You can bring it to the inside of the thigh and start to open the chest, gaze past the right shoulder. 2 more breaths. And exhale. Next, inhale, come back through center. We're going to keep the legs as they are, but we're either going to get a strap or take a binder around the foot. Start to pull the weight back. Take a binder around the outside edges of the feet, and then maybe start to lengthen into the knee. Kick the foot up towards the sky for your crown chasana. Roll the shoulders back and away from the ears. Take an inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze past the toes. And exhale here. For 2. For 1. And exhale. Okay, we're going to find our way to a double pigeon. So that kind of looks like stacking shin on shin. Something like this. If that's too much, you can always take it into a normal cross-legged seat. From here, find length through the side body and the arms, and exhale, forward fold. There can be blocks under the sit bones, there can be blocks underneath the hands. And just finding that space all through the right side glute.
Really pressing into the fingers, sending the sit bones back and away. Final breath. And exhale, gorgeous everyone. We're going to roll over the legs, unravel the top leg, find your tabletop. Start to walk the hands back towards the knees, bring the fingers towards the sacrum facing down. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, take your camel pose, sending the hips forward, engage the glutes. If you want, you can stay there, otherwise start to walk the hands down to the inner seams of the thighs and maybe drop the head back. One more breath. And slowly walking the hands back up through neutral spine. Sit back down towards the heels. Exhale. Just taking a moment here. Okay, you can either move through another chaturanga, an up dog or a cobra and a down dog, or just simply meet us in downward facing dog. And we'll all arrive there together in the next breath. Inhale. Take it back, down dog, exhale. Let's lift the left leg to the sky, 3-leg dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Re-extend the leg, inhale. Step it in between the hands, exhale. Make your standing split, inhale, lengthen spine. Fold towards the shin and exhale. So we're thinking about really squaring through the hips here. So think about dropping the right hip down just a touch if you feel like you're flaring open a little bit. Engage the right glute to find height through the right leg. Final breath. And exhale, bend into the both knees. Drop the right behind the left ankle for your seated twist. Drop the left hand, right hand high, inhale. Rotate towards the left and exhale. So finding your variations here. Wherever you went with the arm, maybe there's even a bind through that space between the legs. One more deep breath in your own time. And exhale, lovely everyone. Okay, crown chas and find that bind of the foot or find your strap. Lean the weight back into the sit bones first and then start to lengthen the leg. Think about keeping that space really nice and closed between the lower ribs and the thigh. Roll the shoulders back and away, send the heart through that space and breathe, exhale. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Final breath. And exhale. Nice, everyone. Finding our double pigeon. Bend back into the left knee. If you can, stacking the shins. But don't worry if that feels strange. You can take it into your cross-legged seat. Press into the fingers. Sit tall. Take an inhale. And fold forward. Exhale. It might feel quite nice to have a block supporting underneath the forehead. If you want, you can always release the hands towards the lower back and drop the forehead down towards the floor. Let's all rise on our next inhale. And just unravel the legs. Exhale, curl the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. And we're actually going to close our practice in a seat today. So make yourself comfortable, maybe some blocks underneath the sit bones. And because we're all just starting our day, we want to come off of our mats feeling nice and energized. We're not going to take it all the way down to the floor. So coming to a nice, straight-spined seated position, somewhere that you can hold just for a minute or two. Let's take a deep collective breath in through the nose, feel the ribs, feel the lower belly, feel the sides of the waist. Part the lips, release that energy out the mouth. One more like this in your own time. And just taking this moment to set an intention for the day ahead. Maybe there's a way that you would like to show up to your day to day, or maybe an energy that you would like to welcome in. Maybe maybe a feeling or an emotion that you would like to bring to other people today. Let's bring our hands to prayer at heart center. Thanking yourselves for showing up to practice this morning, giving yourself some love and sending some love out to others. Let's bring our prayer to our third eye, the space between our brows, for our wisdom that is always guiding us. Bow down to earth to still practice. Have a beautiful onward day, everyone. I hope you leave feeling energized and ready for whatever the day brings. See you later.